What's going on, y'all? In this video, I want to show off this cutie that I made. It is well, it was supposed to be a lace part crochet wig, but I had to turn it into a V-part crochet wig. We'll get into that. And I also want to give you a review of this hair. Highly recommend. This is Freetress Beach Curl. I used nearly 4 packs. It's 12 inches, and the color is 99J. This hair is so pretty, one of my faves. I do like to split this hair one time to create 2 pieces. I only had to loop the hair twice while installing. I didn't get much frizz when I separated the hair. I was inspired by Miss Shaka Khan. Y'all, she looks so good in this red, and she seems to love a good, big, wavy, deep wavy, sometimes curly hair. So she inspired me to make this wig. I did make this cap, and the problem is I made this part too narrow. So when I finished the wig, I was not able to see the part, so I had to turn this into a V-part wig, which is what I did not want, but we made it work. I will say from now on, whenever I make a lace part wig or a V-part wig, I'm going to do the part first. Since you're installing hair close together and going through just about every single hole, it takes forever. So it seems, but it does. It takes forever. So after I'm done with the top, I just put it in a big twist, and then I move on and install the hair in the back and work my way up. Try that next time. And look at this, a mess. It's bad when your wig looks wiggy. If you also decide to do the top first, just put it in a big twist to keep it out of your way while you install the rest of the hair. This color is so pretty. I have been wanting to try this color for so many years. When I used to do sew-ins, I had one client who would get this color just about every single time, and she kept trying to encourage me to go for it. And girl, I'm going for it. I'll be sure to make a video showing you how she looks on. But look at that. Look at that right there. And I'm ashy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut right down the middle of that lace, and we are going to make this a V-part wig. I'm going to add some combs, and we'll be good. I find it easier to attach my wigs to the wig block when I want to add combs. So I'm going to just take my scissors, be careful not to cut the hair, and just cut a straight line to cut right down the middle of that lace. I recommend using small scissors. These are manicure scissors. If I can find some on Amazon, I will link them. But these combs, if you are not a fan of this fabric that's over the top of the comb, you can remove that. Just cut right across and you should be able to pull it down. And if it snags, just take your scissors and cut right down the middle. I usually recommend adding 2 combs to each side, but I was lazy. And I think I told y'all years ago that I make my parts as short as possible because the longer the part, the more work when it comes to installing crochet braids or making a lace part or V-part crochet wig. So for this wig, I only added 1 comb to each side. That's all I had enough room for. Here, I want to show you how to attach your needle and thread to your cap before you start sewing. And you're going to do this when you sew your wefts and your combs. So you run your needle through the cap, and then you're going to pull the needle through the center of your 2 pieces of thread. Let me show you that one more time. First stitch, I take the needle and I loop it between the 2 pieces of thread at the end. And so this time around, I did not cut anything. I didn't trim anything. I'm going to wait and do that when I'm able to put her on. But she turned out so cute. It's not the look I was going for, but we're going to roll with it. I'm looking forward to seeing how this color looks on me. Here is the before and after. She looks more natural than she did before. Not as full as Miss Shaka Khan's hair, but I'm happy with the color. And of course, with V-part wigs, you have the option to do either a side or middle part. If you want to learn how to make crochet wigs step by step, I will have my course linked below. And y'all, the next wig I want to make is one inspired by scissor. All right, I love y'all. Watch this video next, and I will see you in the next one.